Are there any kind of missed opportunities with Lyta you'd like to have seen explored on the show?
Well, besides having adventures with Jakar,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think Lyta served a very specific purpose for the story arc for Joe. I mean, he had a large cast of regulars, if you will, right? So not all of us could have these amazing storylines all the time because there was a lot of information to move the show forward. And so I just felt like Lyta didn't serve the bigger story enough to warrant much more of a storyline than she got. So I didn't feel bad about it or anything like that. But sure, I would think of things all the time that a telepath could participate in a little more, or the interpersonal struggles with her and the command staff, because they treated her very badly. And a lot of that wasn't explained. Like, oh, we need you, and we're kicking you out of your quarters, or we need you. And now, we're not going to ignore you after you've just saved our ass. It's kind of happened over and over again. It's kind of like that would have been interesting to see Lyta's point of view on all that, right? Like, why was she so willing to help after she'd been treated so badly? I don't know.
Well, absolutely. I think she was very much on her own with the telepaths. And I think everyone in Babylon 5, it was a place for refugees to come together and kind of, fight a common cause. I think that's probably where she found herself. But she was treated badly. Season 4, it helps with the Shadow War, and then they kick her out of quarters, and then join Cycle, and then the end with it's not, and you think of like heroic characters like Sheridan, he's an amazing character, and then in the end he's putting the gun on your head when you go a bit out of control. It's like, well, she's a great character. She's done all this for everyone. It's it was. I mean, I guess it's very human, because it may be more of the classic Star Trek, or particularly the classic TNG of Star Trek. Prove herself, and then that's it. Be part. Everyone be happy, and then come together. And I think what's probably interesting is that actually Lyta wasn't necessarily part of the happy ensemble. She was out on her own, and kind of had to fight her own corner a lot of the time.
It's funny you should say that, because I was, when we were shooting that whole telepath thing with Byron, my friend Robin Atkin Downs, who's a wonderful actor, and I'm so grateful that he was my partner for that storyline. I realized I had never smiled. I mean, up until in 5 years, Lyta didn't smile until the storyline with Byron.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of, and I thought, she's been a tough head to be in, to put on my Lyta head to perform her, to be her. It was a tough place to be. So people have asked me, did you wish Babylon 5 had gone on? And while obviously I would never have said no, but I also was okay with stepping away.
Yeah.
Because it was a hard place to be.
Yeah.
The cast and crew were a blast, but I think I got it finally. I got the fly. The cast and crew were amazing, but the storylines for Lyta were sad and tough. It was way more fun when she started to go out of control at the end of season 5, and start to mess with people, and and not give a flying, because
well, she'd had enough, hadn't she?
She'd had enough, and was a nuclear weapon, and I love that she wore that straitjacket. I call it the sexy straitjacket. It was kind of the cleavage happening in the straitjacket, but that she wore it to make other people feel comfortable, because she could get out of it anytime she wanted. I love that. That to me was pretty much Lyta. She just wanted everyone else to be okay, and it was like, okay, all right, whatever.